guys, happy Monday. Welcome to my Monday Funday video. And today I wanted to redeem Pinterest because of last week's fiasco. And so I wanted to show you something I made on Pinterest, which is, or made off of an idea I got on Pinterest, which is this. Check out my nice reflection. And what it is I took a map and embroidered a trip that I took. And that was the idea I saw on Pinterest. I kind of took it and tweaked it a little bit for my own purposes. I documented the road trip that my boyfriend and I took down to Florida, where he is currently living. And so it symbolizes like our road trip, but also it's kind of for our relationship, and that's why I added the quote, which says, "How lucky are we to have something so special that makes saying goodbye so hard." And so I really like this, and when I saw the idea on Pinterest, and I think I did it in that same couple days. So what you're going to need is you can pretty much get a map of whatever you want. If you go to AAA, you can get them for free, or you can buy them at bookstores, or pretty much anywhere that has a travel section is going to sell maps. So you just need to get a map that has everything that you want on it. And I had to tweak it a little bit. I just used the entire country's map because with this map it was too big and it was going to be a very large size. And I do suggest figuring out what size it's going to be before. I'll probably tell you that again later, because it makes it easier. I had started and then I realized it was going to be a gigantic undertaking to frame this. And also keep in mind what standard frame sizes are, because that can get a little awkward depending on how big your trip or whatever you want to turn it into is, or the distance that you drove is. And yes, I am sitting on my bedroom floor. Yes, I know Christmas is over. Sorry. So I'm going to show you how you go about stitching, how you go about stitching the trip line, I guess, if you want to call it that. And yeah, I hope that it goes good, because we'll see what happens. With last week was just kind of a fail, so I'm hoping that this week turns out a little bit better. And I know it is. I cheated. I already did this once. Okay. So here we go. Everything that you need, we have right here. You have your map, and I just cut out a small piece to show you how I was doing it. And then you need some, not fuzzy, you need some embroidery floss. And they come in strands with six little strings on them, and I am using one with 3. If I can get this to focus. As I yell at my iPad. There we go. Sorry about that. So I'm using half of it, so I'm using the 3 strands. You're going to want your needle, which is going to be a fairly sharp needle. So you're going to thread your needle. Yeah, I did it. You're going to thread your needle, and then you're going to tie a knot in your thread. And ta-da! So you have a knot at the end, so it doesn't pull through, obviously. So you're going to take your map, and I just picked New Orleans, and so I'm just going to do this little loop here. And so that would be on your trip. You might want to outline in pencil first where your trip is, especially I found around New York the roads get really confusing and I was having trouble remembering where we had actually been. So if you want to outline in pencil, I would suggest doing that first. And so I'm just going to poke holes. We'll pretend I started here. So all you want to do is poke little holes in the map. There we go, it's a focus. Poke little holes, because that's where you're going to thread. You don't just want to start sewing right away, though. I tried that and it did not go so well. So you just kind of are putting a template to where you're going. We'll just make a little horseshoe. Anyone who lives in Louisiana can tell me if this is a really good or bad way to go. And so you can poke you can poke partially, like a partial part of your root, or you can just poke the whole thing. And then you'll notice if you turn it over, you can see everything on the back. And you're going to have to flip back and forth because you can't, like if you're normally sewing, you can just kind of feel on the back, but since it's paper, it's a lot more difficult. So you're going to just pick your starting point, and you're going to go through, and you want to pull it through all the way and make sure that it's not tangled up on the back. And then you just go, at the beginning you just go through the next one, and then you're going to flip it over, go in the next one, and flip it back over, and then you're going to go back in the hole that you just went in so that it creates a straight line. And then you're just going to repeat the process all the way around your little loop. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's all finished. So here we go, we have the finished product, and you can kind of see how, I like how the red pops against the map, because this one is largely white. I chose black for mine because of all the colors that were already in there. And so, yeah, that is how you make the, I can't talk right now. That's the blah 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 blah. I can't talk right now. Sorry. So yeah, that's how you do this project. And I really had fun with it. I think that it was something cute, and I really like it, having it hanging up in my room to kind of to remind me of my relationship. And I mean, it'd be a fun memory for like a trip too. So for whatever purpose you make it, send me a picture. Let me know if you tried it, and if you have any suggestions for other fun Pinterest things. I like trying out things on Pinterest, so I was really sad when last week was a fail. So I'm hoping that this week, hopefully it's a success for you if you try it. And let me know if you have any other Pinterest things you want me to try. Even if you set me up for failure, I'll still love you. And I will see you next Monday. Bye.